vein. Good luck.
We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. This is a high-octane battle. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. This is the biggest moment of her life. Can she seize it? Can she take control? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Oh, that punch. That power punch hurt her. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. That left counterpunch will score. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. There's a scoring blow. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. This is a high-octane battle.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice shot with the left. Fantastic punch. Hey, those punches add up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. And there's the bell to start round 3. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Caution is being thrown to the wind. She misses with the jab. That punch scores. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. She blocks that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. Well, there was no doubt about who won. On to the fourth we go. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it catches.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. Good counter punching. They exchange punches. Nice counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
She can't find a home for that jab. Good counter punching from both these fighters. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again in the fight.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. They've got the momentum. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Nice job by her to block that jab. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You don't want to trade shots. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. This is the beginning of round 6. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
She misses with that jab. Great counter right hand there. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. Good counter punch. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. Talk about a one... And there's the bell to start round 7. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. She blocks the jab. She got out of the way of that right hook. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Counter right. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Left counter scores. Good left hand. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
The perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. As bad as boxing. Round 8, and we're off again. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. These punches coming from every angle. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. The jab misses. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect it, but you've also...
An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. Oh, and she just got buckled. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knocked. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What a punch. That one will count. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. The jab not finding its target. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of defense here at all. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. After what we saw in that last round. And there's the bell for round 10. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Some nice exchanges from both women, and now going for the finish. Oh, what a shot! Down she goes! Monster shot! She knocked the wind out of her and took her off her feet. Look at this replay. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
What a shot!